Okay, so I'm hoping you can kind of see this. So this right here, there's a pretty thick channel where this can go through, and as it spins, you can see that it's not quite straight, but because of the fact that it stays within this channel, it doesn't really affect the spin. And then there's a pretty wide distance here where it goes from the actual wheel down all the way over here to the flyer. And that keeps it pretty straight, so that it's all about the rotation of the flyer here. And what actually holds it is these leather bearings that can be replaced over time. So they break in and then they spin really great for years and years and years, and eventually they will need to be replaced. But right now they're in really good shape and nicely broken in so that they work really well and it's nice and smooth. But what can happen is either these get bumped because they're soft. They get bumped, the kids squish it way out to the side or whatever. Or what they like to do is, here's the side tightening mechanism, and then you can actually adjust the angle of the mother of all right down here, and that gets looser. And they like to crank this around, and then my flyer gets all floppy, and then if I don't put it back straight, then that can make the whole thing vibrate because that shifts the angle from here to here, going from here down to here. If it gets sideways wobbly, then it'll flop around. And so this channel right here is what is missing in like the matchless, and why it's so finicky, because if there's a slight wobble here at all, then the drive band will just get tossed off the flyer. But this channel and the distance here really keeps things running pretty smoothly. And then the fact that you can adjust the angle down here on the mother of all helps keep things really vibration free. And then the alder being not a really dense wood and not really inconsistent keeps things going pretty smooth. It's not very dense. It's not really prone to a lot of inconsistencies. It's not a very interesting grain pattern, which is, I think, why they offer the mahogany finish in the walnut that's not legitimately mahogany or walnut, but it keeps them going pretty smoothly. And then this, oh, you can't see it because of the light. The treadle bar here splits apart. And this is like, when it's not running right, this is the first thing that I check, because the stand here it's got a support that gets really off center, and then these need to get moved out and get oiled down in the corners. And if they're missing oil or this gets knocked sideways, then that's the other big source of problems. But otherwise, I mean, it's a pretty traditional build, and it's pretty rock solid, but it's not so heavy that I can't move it. So I really like it.